Bueno, ahora justamente y agradeciendo nuevamente la participación del profesor Yesa Josh desde Canadá, eh, vamos
I
a...
want to thank the professor for his invitation. We're going to invite the next panelist. And while Mr. Alejandro prepares, I would like to invite each and every one of you to ask questions, present your thoughts in a way that we can ask questions to every one of the members on this block and at the end of your presentations, and that we can enrich and leverage this opportunity and have this opportunity with every one of the specialists and ask whatever you want. I want to greet and give a warm welcome to Mr. Alejandro McDonald's. I hope I pronounce it right, Mr. McDonough, is it? Right. So Alejandro is managing director of Masiva and vice manager for the southern region and director of ACER as well. He's an electronic naval engineer from the American Navy and from the University of El Salvador in Argentina of the program for entrepreneur program and the business school and the manager program of the Berkeley University in the US and has a wide trajectory in the development of businesses in energy, transportation with a corporate career that takes important steps through Siemens and ENAP, both in Argentina and Chile, and has directed some successful work teams for the implementation of businesses and projects in this area. His work includes the distribution and implementation of entrepreneurial networks on different levels, strategic terms, planification, development, change management, and for his personal convictions, he works towards a sustainable world that encompasses, of course, the motivations in neutral charges from market development and changes both in the sea sector and energy sectors with the 100% renewable energy. So Alejandro, welcome. And we understand that we are enabling your screen so you can present whatever you need. Let's see if we can progress on that. Thank you so much, Felipe, and thank you so much, Sigre, for this opportunity of participating in this seminar that so far has been very, very interesting. I would like to also thank um, Professor.
For your presentation. Really, I think you provide a basis for a high-level discussion. Bueno, entonces, sin más,
Well, without further ado, I will begin my presentation. Are you seeing my screen well? Are you hearing me well? We hear you well and we can see you well as well. Okay, so here's the full screen. And the presentation revolves around, well, and the name is a bit ambitious in terms of the title, connecting energy assets with energy markets, because we believe that, of course, storage is a fundamental ingredient in order to value other energy assets with a combination of other renewable energy, solar, wind, and the capability is going to be really boosted. And so from the storage area, we understand the utilization. And here's where the title of this presentation comes in. Baxir is a Finnish company. At its origin, is present in 180 countries with two main business area, one in the solutions, energy solutions, and in these areas, we are joined by our purpose, which is providing technology solutions for sustainability. And we have visions both for the zero reduction of emissions, travel optimization, use via efficiency and the use of cleaner fuels. That is how we materialize our visions in the naval area and in the energy area. Our bet, our mission is to have 100% renewable energies And the topic we were discussing in the previous panels for energy transfer, it's exactly the matter that's gathering us here with this vision. So we have the presence in over 180 countries, and I'm sorry, we're present in over 180 countries, 72 gigawatts of power installed in thermal generation, and about 1.5 gigawatts implemented and installed or are about to be installed in battery storage. Our approximations are in energy business, and as I commented, with a large installed capacity in thermal and aiming towards the storage side where we put all our knowledge, both to have the EPC capacities, and we want to provide proposals and make an internal installation of battery storage. And we're mainly based in SHEMS, which the business management system is a software, high-level software that includes all the experience of the company that Baxiel purchased a few years ago. And this was a 10-year company dedicated to battery storage and one of the leaders in the North American market. We contribute to maintenance operations with local offices and the optimization of it's our honor to be part of the optimization of the total cost of ownership and the OPEX and CAPEX for the system. Alejandro, apparently your presentation is not on presentation mode because we are seeing the presentation in big, and then we're seeing smaller slide. Yes, I'm sharing this because I'm sharing the screen, but I'm gonna fix it right away.
¿Se ve mejor ahí?
Is it better this way? Well, it looks better, but it's not on presentation mode. I know. But I would have to leave and enter again, and I think that would take too much. All right, so let's continue this format. So we have experience in energy storage, as mentioned, over 1,500 gigawatts installed or in the process of being installed, and a large part of this in the American region, where, as we were previously commenting, the company engagement that we purchased was very strong in that area. It was one of the 4 leaders. In Europe and Africa, we have a large pipeline where we highlight. I think it's very interesting the case of here where we have a system of 100 megawatts. Well, it's 2 systems for 50 megawatts that provide storage for an electromining, electromobility, store energy during the valley hours and have energy peak for the peak hours in order to load electric vehicles in very short term. And this system is also providing complementary services and other additional services. And well, Australia and Asia, which are really strong markets with a large capacity of megawatts to be installed during the next few years. So looking a little bit at this technology and what we're offering, this is the base for the batteries. And we are technologically agnostic. We declare ourselves neutral, and we use for each project the best battery that we can consider that it adapts for the needs. What we have is the enclosed, which is this grid here, which are the modules. Here we see 5 modules. Each of these modules has everything needed to store 4 rams of battery in this case. Each rack is about 300 or so kilowatts of storage. So each of these cubicles has storage capacity of like, large capacity of kilowatts per hour, and this is one next to the other and has the batteries already included, which enables its installation. It reduces costs, and uh, and it's very well optimized. And we believe that this is a very good alternative and is what we are prioritizing in our designs. And the coupling is seen through these orange bars. We have different bars comprising the modules within the batteries. As we were addressing this here, we have 4 battery racks are set with all the refrigeration, liquid refrigeration, and the other main components of our storage system or energy storage is the energy management system. It's called GEMS, and this system is very powerful. Has lots of technology, uses artificial intelligence, and allows us to have different functions and coordinate all everything. Storage, of course, wind plants, solar plants, and even thermal plants. So with this and with the analysis that we can run with the plant controller for a wind plant or solar or whichever, we can direct several assets to optimize. And we have applications for this with islands for the systems for 6 megawatts or battery hours allows to optimize fuel consumption and use other sources for generation. The system is implemented in over 80 projects, 80 cases. So here's a little bit of why the title of the presentation that I proposed is this, and this was this GEMS, this energy management system with the battery storage system. That our concept is that it connects energy assets, which can be stored, can be generation plants, wind plants, any type of energy generation with markets, capacity markets, complementary service, and system needs to have firm renewables or or delaying the inversion in transmission. So project management system is designed to use these systems, reusing this as a platform, basically as an energy storage platform. So Alejandro, if we have 5 more minutes with you. All right, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. So what this mainly does on the base of the algorithm, and it's a very extensive library for the algorithm that allows for these functions related to network, renewables, use of systems, different types of systems, and the application in networks. So we'll go a little bit faster. And for all of this, for connected solutions in network or for islands, all the services that we have here with all the applications that we're seeing here in this case. So something particular for these applications we're seeing here in Chile, this image from Grunberg gives us the evolution of the system and see how this has evolved the curve from 2017 to 2020 thanks to the interconnection. And it's a significant challenge here that we have, which is to solve the ramp here. And that's why we believe that batteries and other technologies, such as gas engines, are a very important type. These applications of renewables, integration, and storage, what's the added value where basically the energy shifting is one of these, but the firming and the capability of offering an energy block is of course part of what can be offered by the battery, and reducing this firming and energy shifting, which is the classic we all know. Another interesting area that we believe could apply to the market is the asset transmission, supplying this criteria, and to be able to use both lines, for example, and offering this through energy storage, as mentioned this morning by the specialist, Jose Venegas. And something else that I think is quite interesting is that we were discussing different sources, energy sources for the systems. And I think for battery systems, this is vital in order to allow them to work and to use all the potential. In this case, in California, and this is a screen from GEMS, in this case, we're showing how the price of the system is marginal in this case, how it raises $1,000 per megawatt hours, and the system's automated, is programmed to deliver all the available capability in battery to use this peak, this price peak, and that is joined with a capacity offer, and that it's already on the system, is being offered at all times. When entering this system, there's the adequacy, the capability for us, and to offer complementary services and offering arbitration in the other elements we were just seeing now. So complementary services and capabilities are what we can participate with batteries here in the Chilean market today. The arbitration system in the beginning, you can buy it cheap and sell it expensive. It was an integrated system in the plant, and it doesn't really show the real value of a storage system. I believe that these cases where this client of ours has earned thousands of dollars for selling stored energy stored in his battery storage. I want to show a modelation that we've done in 2019, where we can see the need for the system for 100% implementation of renewable energy, where we have considered different scenarios and how that would work for the system in this case, and how that would work, how would the system work with the wind, solar, lots of wind and solar, and hydroelectric, and with the batteries loading during the peak hours and unloading during the nocturnal hours. So that would be the functioning mode, and this is the installed capacity that we saw in 2019. And we add lots of batteries, especially to offer this reserve and for complementary services. And in 2028, we saw that there is a large increase in the solar the energy shifting to batteries, and the installed capacity we're seeing it right now as well in 8 gigawatts. And these gray bars here, this is the additional capacity per year. The orange one here are the amount of gas engines that we believe are necessary to provide the necessary flexibility. And for whoever wants to see the study better, here we have the link, and we want to invite you for the next July 28th, at the 9 in the morning. We'll have a webinar with the new moderation, flexible moderation that we've done several months ago, and we will present the new study, the new curves, capabilities with other ingredients, looking at carbon neutrality, hydrogen production, and a few other variables on how to cover the daily ramp. We think it's going to be quite interesting. You're all invited to participate. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Alejandro. It's a very good presentation, and we are glad to see that with all the development that you already have experience with the different technologies, and you already have models to assess the needs and see the way to administer this injection in a way that you can get a specific application for requirements in a technical and commercial manner.